Hey Pop Angels! So Kwezi Beauty is a success after the launch. And I remember last week Kwezi held a high tea and then she had her launch to open her store, and now she's all over the billboards. Even her website is crashing. Yes, the amount of people which are coming to her store are enormous that her website is crashing. Now, she was a bit upset about that, tried to fix that, only to find out that, hi, the queues are longer than the queues at Home Affairs and the stock is running out. Now, while she's busy stressing about stock, her website crashing, here you have Lehasa basically celebrating the fact that Kwezi signed the papers to the contract. Now, remember on last week Friday's episode, we saw that Kwezi only signed those papers because of stress, and she felt like she was going to end up just soothing the situation so that Lehasa does not make a scene at her launch the next day. So Lehasa is basically celebrating it. He sees a win is a win. However, his wife is just keep on getting more famous. She's getting interviews left, right, and center. And Lehasa comes back with a bunch of roses, basically to celebrate the fact that he has got his wife back and the fact that he's part of his wife's business, only for Kwezi to tell him that no, I am being invited to an interview on Women's Day and I can't miss it. And Lehasa pissed because this day was the day that they would be celebrating their birthday. Remember, Kwezi forgot Lehasa's birthday last week. So they planned that the Wednesday, Women's Day, would be the day that they celebrate Lehasa's birthday. Now it's going to be interesting to see how Kwezi gets herself out of this because she's already signed. Now let's get back to the Sekamelas. You see that Kwaito is on a high. He is in love. And Pretty does give him some advice saying that, hey, I see that you busy taking care of Mama and you are wanting to build her dream house, but don't let your dreams take a back end because of that. We see that you love Lizzy. Why don't you just go and fight for her? And Kwaito is being defensive, and in the end, he does go to Lizzy's workplace. And then, hey, Melita starts. She kind of encourages him to try to speak to the doctor. The doctor noticed him before he leaves and tries to speak to him, and that's when she invites him for a date. And the doctor's like, a date? And he's like, yeah, a date. But it won't just be me and you. It will include my family, my baby, and cats. And I think he kind of felt like he would have felt rejected. I don't know if initially all those people were supposed to be there, but apparently it's a celebration for the house. Now, I don't know if the house is complete or not, because why are they celebrating the house? But anyway, Clement has finally come back from Johannesburg because we all know that he is an influencer now. Now, Koloi was late for work because he had to take him to the taxi rank because obviously he's a Mafikizolo, he doesn't know the place, and he did kind of get into trouble with Francois. Now, in the Homo household, we see that Ivy is still furious. Now, Paxton does call his father, when he's on good terms with his father, he calls him Pops, not Papa. And his father picked up on that very quickly, that, why are you calling me Papa, not Pops? And Paxton is basically saying that, no, you messed up. You should have never done this and this. You are the problem. And Paxton's father is reminding him that, hey, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. Yes, I messed up, but remember who you're speaking to at the end of the day, which causes Pax to cut the call. Now, when he's speaking to Liwantle at school, she's basically telling him that, hey, dude, your parents' marriage is over, just accept, and he's still in denial. Now, before he left for school, he had a huge fight with his mom, and I like the fact that his mom basically was trying to say that the reason why I'm so angry is because no one actually wonders how I feel about this. It's about everyone else, but never my feelings. And that's what I've been trying to say, is that Paxton doesn't see how this has affected his mom. I mean, Mr. Homo cheated on her, and as a woman, I know how painful cheating is. It's just psychologically damaging. And on top of that, Paxton doesn't know that the father left both of them in so much of debt because of his cheating. And I think that was a final straw in Mrs. Homo, because there was a point where she was going to kind of accept the cheating and move on. But when he did this and he literally used their life savings for Melita, I think that was when she said, nah, I can't do this anymore. Now, when Paxton does come back home, he does bring her like some chocolates, obviously just to say sorry, because I definitely do think that even though the counseling session was a mess, but I feel like one thing that it did highlight to Pax was the fact that his mother needs to also be heard, and I see that he's now having a sweeter side or sweeter reaction towards his mother than before. Now, his mother does say that, hey, I should have never fought with you and taken out my frustrations on you. You are not the problem, and all is well in the Homo household. Anyway, we've come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell to get more Skin Sam recaps. Till next time, love and light. Bye.